I think the problem is that we were
Alright, that's what she said.
to come to this event and think that we weren't going to leave.
Whoa.
I do think we should have stayed. I was willing to throw the whole
AP, why are you cutting me like that? I was willing to throw the whole tournament as well. I just meant... And that's crazy. AP just hit me with the worst crop. He makes it look like I wanted to leave.
Gave him Poach Picado. We don't need Pachinki Picado. We actually played better, sadly, out of other spots.
We have such a divide. We had such a divide on our team this event between like going Pachinki Picado and not. Shimsy and I both wanted to fight to the death. Why on that?
It felt like people only were comfortable contesting us this year because we left last year as well. Let's just get some kill points.
I think you gotta have some other rotates in your arsenal. So Nedrick, I agree with you. Exactly. The second message makes sense. We knew that we were qualified for PGC for like 8 months. So we knew we were qualified for 8 months. We had a team discussion before the event that we wouldn't leave no matter what. And we get there and it's day 1 and then we're going to loot south of Leonis that we've never played out of before. I've never looked at a rotate out of before. The last 2 PGCs in my eyes should have been hot drop no matter what because we didn't practice out of anything else. The next PGCs, we've left twice in a row now. Unless we had a roster change, I wouldn't see why we would ever contest because we would never ever get the respect from other teams.
Let's make sure we get that fixed when they're saying that.
We're literally scrimming. We were literally scrimming and we showed up to scrims like a minute before they started, so somebody wouldn't have their headsets working. The mics weren't working.
We got this shit.
Sure. Not our first rodeo. They're mentals. We've tasted L's and we've tasted wins.
That's fact. We have tasted many duds and we've tasted many L's. And I definitely like to taste W more.
It does taste better.
The W. W does taste pretty good.
Oh, dude. H1 looks like a doctor. Yeah.
This is it. In fact, it's Tickleton and
Bro, you know what's funny? Is actually look at this. I've already landed. Sophia and I have already touched down right now at 1 minute. And we are both dragging the Uzi for, I'm not kidding, 2 seconds. I think I don't know if it was like server lag, but both of us stood on top of an Uzi for I think 2 seconds before it went into either of our inventories. We picked up like 8 stacks of ammo before the Uzi got picked up.
this is the big fight camera.
Like it's 1 minute.
This is it. In fact, it's Tickleton.
And I just went to loot the Uzi and just lost it now. Like it's literally, he's just started reloading it. It's been like
on the roof. Not exactly gonna be punching out, but oh no! Oh,
like it's literally, look, it's 1 minute. It's 1 minute
start.
19 or something. Yeah, it's 1 minute. Wait, what? That time can't be right. 1 minute 19. It's literally, but I'm telling you, it was literally like 10 seconds. It was like we were standing on top of the Uzi, just going, and everything went into both of our inventories except the gun. Somehow, neither of us got it for so long. It was so sad.
One player back down the other way. S12 out for Mime. Can't win that one. Shot to the face, so they're gonna lose Shen.
What's up, Puzzle? Hey, number.
But SGD gone. Now they've lost Leo as well. Down to just Sophia and Jervis.
Is there the cover and the smoke as well?
H1 actually made a really good play this game.
H1's rotation. Oh, wow. Oh, for a second. Down has that shotgun.
What's up, Puzzles?
In trouble here, but a shot from Mime. Oh.
No, that's right.
Nice, slow down.
Can you flash him? Can you flash him?
That has nothing to do with the Luxy.
Noise made. A lot of noise.
I hate shotguns so much.
I'm crossing.
It's so filth. Like all 3 of them had shotguns, and H1 has a shotgun, and Shimsy loots a shotgun.
But doesn't land. Oh.
That never made any sense to me. What? I said, where the f was he?
They're so bad.
What the fuck? He just
Literally gun through smoke. They got the smoke settings, chat.
One just crossed all the way by South Block.
They all play with the anti-aliasing.
I'm a Charles guy. On the road.
That's a 6-pack clip.
Shit on me.
Dude, XMPL actually shit on me. I wish I could show you guys that from my POV.
I really think that we should
XMPL actually laser me.
with the way that the setups were and stuff like that, so it does sting a little bit. It's kind of frustrating because it's not them beating us, it's us beating ourselves.
Looks like they're going two billboard. Almost.
It looks like the same thing to me, yeah.
They're landing on us, yeah. There's 2 guys. There's 3 guys on me actually. I have a gun. I got a mini.
I got the mini.
No, I got the mini. One's on mime. He just jumped down.
Fuck yeah,
down. One's top story bathroom. Top story bathroom. Where?
Yeah, next to mom. Yeah.
Getting shot at from C9. Fuck me, bro.
Ford! What? Get out of here! This isn't your fight! We have overbeacons.
The smoke settings, they definitely are. It used to be worse, but it's not as bad anymore.
Who have now lost again.
And then Miramar
Hello,
we got
Chris.
third partied, which was a little bit annoying. I
actually think we were about to win that
and
drop.
Securing another spot with preparation could be a really good play. But at the same time, I think the risk of taking the risk day one to fight them and try to eliminate them was the confident play.
Yeah, this is exactly the same trajectory. This is groups.
Shimzy was mad because it was literally exactly what we did last PGC. We actually had like, I'm not kidding, I think we had like 4 hours of discussion after day one about how Shimzy, myself, and Wooly all thought that we should fight. I think Logic was a little bit more on the fence, but he was still down for us to fight. And then Mime and Hman wanted to leave. We had the longest discussion. And it was frustrating because it was like, it's hard when you have like a split decision like that, right? I think that we should have hot dropped last PGC and then come to the second PGC. Hot, guns hot. But either way, pretend we leave, right? That decision has to be made to leave before the event starts. If you're going to go to an event and the goal is to hot drop and the goal is to not leave, and before day one, you're literally saying to the other team, I'm not leaving. Because everyone on our team was saying shit like that. Like, I'm not leaving. And then like, if that's the goal, then you can't before groups is even over, decide to leave, in my opinion. Because then you're literally going to a tier 2 loot spot. You know? There's already 15 other teams looting Junkyard, Azahar, all the good spots are taken, right? So, yeah, like, I guess that was the frustrating part for Shimzy and I, was it was like, if after day one we were going to leave anyway, we never should have gone in the first place, you know? I wouldn't have been mad if we left after group stage, but I at least would have wanted to commit all through group stage. Because I think SGD would have left if we did that. But, like, SGD won the mind games. Like, it was in some people's heads on our team that SGD didn't care about the tournament. That SGD was willing to throw the whole tournament just to fight us. But that's, like, obviously mind games. Like, that's obviously what they want us to think. It's Sophia's first time making a global tournament since 2019. So it kind of just doesn't make sense, like, to believe it, that they don't care. I felt like they won the mind games because they got in people's heads. So I think going forward, we're gonna play out of Pachinko Picado in NA, and we're gonna land there and fight NA because there's no way we're giving it up in NA. And then we're gonna practice EU scrims like once a week, and we're just gonna go fill other spots.
The best way to get Pachinko Picado is to make it. There's no point of going there if we're not gonna qualify. We had our chance today, we just fucked it. It's okay though. I think top 8's super achievable. It's like, we just need to go over the drops, maps. When you just put our 4 players on paper, we're gonna have the same loot, right? Our rotates are gonna be different. We have the same loot, the same IGL, the same fraggers. I don't care how other people view us. If we make it to finals, that's all that matters. No one's gonna fucking remember groups.
See, like, that's very convincing, right? That's the quote. I'm literally right now, as they're walking away from this, I'm giving an interview saying, yeah, I don't see why we would leave. It kind of just makes no sense. Yeah, we'll stay and fight. And then they showed that interview the next day. And then I come to dinner after giving that interview. And they're like, yeah, we're leaving. And I'm just like, John Travolta meme. Like, what? And then the next day, I'm literally looting church in a long building on the south coast of Miramar, literally in a holiday house. And it's showing my interview that's like, yeah, we will hot drop Pachinko Picado tomorrow. And I'm like, what's the point of me even speaking? I'm never giving another interview again. Hman can give them all. Because he's like, I don't care what anyone says. You're not the one giving the interview. He says, I don't care what anyone thinks of us. Yeah, you're not the one giving the interview, you rat. Not the one getting publicly embarrassed, memed on Corsac style.
Ceiling. You peek down. Oh, on me.
All the way up.
Flashing over.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, 2
I
standing.
flashed over.
If Shimzy didn't win that 1v, we
Very
lost.
shot at. You guys need a peek. You need a peek this first guy.
I can see him from across.
SUV's gonna need a bag. They died in New
Alright, let's peek into them.
No, bro, I can't do this. I'm reliving this moment so bad. I'm actually raging. Perfectix run like 75 meters in the open at us this game. And I hit him 3 times. I put him to 1 HP. And then I got knocked. See, like, we're getting naded right now. I'm literally saying, you need to peek this guy. He's 1 HP. Because I've bodied Perfectix 3 times. He literally runs 75 meters.
You guys need a peek. You need a peek this first guy.
I got the far guy.
Oh my god. And that Spyro was literally doing donuts in a Murado in front of our entire team, and we couldn't kill him. And the Perfectix runs, I put him to 1 HP, I get knocked to Batulans, and then we somehow lose this. This was like, I think this was actually the worst game we've played, end game wise.
That's one guy.
And like,
He's peeking us. He's literally on blue. In front of the smoke.
in like ages.
One guy far, one guy close.
2v2.
A little bit of help as well.
Like like H was like, oh, it's a 2v2. You know what I mean? It's like we were so discoordinated. I don't know what happened to us, bro. It's not about Twisted Minds play so confident. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
Yeah, so once we made the conscious decision to leave Pachinki Picado, really had nothing to do with SGD. We were pretty confident SGD wouldn't qualify even if they had the spots for free. We were just focused on ourselves and trying to, you know, put up 2-3 wins, which is not rare for a team like us to do.
I at least would have wanted to contest until the end of Pachinki Picado because, I mean, you have to command respect from these other teams. If you want it in the grand finals, you need to want it in groups, in my eyes. And with our lack of preparation, playing out of different spots, I mean, this was kind of the dilemma that we had before leaving.
Same thing last
was
year.
very skeptical of us making top 8 out of 14th. If we
Yeah,
did,
because it's
I
like,
didn't see it happening.
if you haven't
If I
reviewed
wanted to
something
keep
over.
investing, I wanted to best SGD. I wanted to put them in the ground, and I wanted to send a message to 17 games.
Dude, how do I even knock Shrimsy here? I need to know.
They're crashing us?
Look at this.
I
I headshot the anchor.
Oh, fuck.
Like, how do I headshot Shrimsy there and knock him? I've stopped shooting already. And he's headshot. Like, dude, Landcline, I swear to God, there were like a couple instances of getting desynced on Landcline. I didn't think I'd ever catch myself saying this.
Headshot one of OP.
Yeah, you guys
But
are
I actually
really
swear. Bro, this is a crack up. I literally just flamed the team.
Yeah, you guys are really killed him. Shut your goddamn mother mouth.
Dude, this is the game I was a solo and I was chilling. And I was sitting in the shanties to the south. I just killed the 2 KDF guys. This circle pops and the whole team's going, motel's free, bro. Motel's free. Just go. Motel's free. And I'm like, guys, it probably got backfilled. I don't want to go. Just let me play my game, guys. Like, I'm just chilling. I'm just a solo, man. I win these. I'm just talking shit. And then they're like, nah, go now. Motel's free, bro. Motel's free. So I was like, whatever. I get in my car. I drive there and there's 2 of Na'Vi and they just gun the out of me and kill me. And I was just like, shut your goddamn motherfucking mouth. It just sounds toxic as I'm just driving and going, yeah, you guys are tilting me. We don't usually disagree about what's right or wrong, but we did this tournament because some of us wanted to contest, some of us didn't.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm probably gonna get contested for the fucking jungle car.
Can you see people climb up from your building? You know your building that you play?
No.
They can climb up from your building and you can't see it.
The building that you play.
We're talking about the Miramar Rock. Nah. We're talking about the Miramar Rock in the middle of Minos.
Is a good enough team to actually fight and kill you, or at least ruin your chances of qualifying. We would have probably done better. I mean, we would have probably left, gave him Poach Picado. We don't need Pachinki Picado. We actually played better, sadly, out of other spots than when we had Poach Picado.
It's frustrating how a PUBG game is like 25 minutes long and there's so many columns and like so much information that goes missing when you have these highlights like this.
You have to fight this right now.
Cover me, I'm pushing up.
Guns out.
Like this game was so sick. We're on Stalba, we got cars, we like pulled them in on edge, smoked. I marked a rock in the middle of the zone. We drove to the rock and then FaZe started fighting AQ. I was like, yo, we need a third party right now. And we all run up the hill. And it's like, it's so sick. The microcoms are sick. But then like you get the montage and it's just like, we're already halfway through the play. Asian's like, yeah, let's just push it.
I have a nade on me, I might get
You know what I mean?
guy.
There's no, like,
I headshot that guy on
all
the
the
left.
skillful parts of the game have already happened. You
Play
know?
slow, play slow. I'm peeking.
Got 2.
One standing.
Nice.
Alright,
I think it's far.
South
I
can
think,
see us right now.
I think it's far. Can we
I'll
up
see
him?
it.
Come on.
Yeah, we have to
Andrew,
commit, we have to
Andrew,
commit.
Andrew.
Comms.
On the car, on
Shoot
the
the car.
car.
I'm not with you, I'm not with you.
Nice. Alright, listen, 2 alive.
Just hit it.
Car almost killed.
I can't see this guy.
Careful, Ted, don't
He
prone
can
you.
maybe
He should
wrap
be on,
left.
he should be on fire. 1 HP.
He's not. Take stand up.
Hit him
Behind the tree, he's pitted.
Bro,
Nice.
Nice shot.
Good shit, dude.
Good shot, boys.
Nice game.
I was
Boys,
literally
how many?
prone, just
9
holding his
alive.
tree.
Okay, which
They're
side are we
picking
running?
the road. I'm
South
running
side?
in front side.
Okay, let's go. I have a shotgun. I'm flashing.
South side's
Let's
bad.
go.
South side's
Alright,
bad.
go north side. Go, go.
Okay, go north side. Yeah, flash. Let's go. I have shotgun. Alright, go.
I have
Downstairs,
shotgun.
Downstairs, other building.
I didn't realize Asian had shotgun as well. I just wanted to be entry.
He's in this left room.
Yeah, this was such a hard game for us to win.
Front door, front door.
I don't think it's really winnable.
I'm re-smoking the front door.
You might as well res me. You might as well on the wall here.
I need to heal.
Okay.
Just got fucking nade on. You know what cracked me up? It was SGD this game actually had me shook because they literally full crashed an RV command circle 1, and then they ran up the hill and they killed one of us.
Holy fuck.
Nice try.
It's
Nice, guys.
Good job. Good job.
Good job, boys.
I fucked up your fantasy team, I'm sorry.
I f***ed up your fantasy tick, I'm sorry.
I'm blind again. Yeah, I'm actually not this one. Go. Here's nades and mollies. I have 3 nades, 3 mollies. Come here.
Smoke spam.
Fucking molly at everything. Nade molly.
Teaming still knocked on the outside as Bagel Pot's gonna try.
I actually think this is winnable, no cap. Like right now, PO kills me. PO hits a shot there and kills me. Look how tight that shot is. He hits on my elbow though. I reckon I would have killed Songjang here. I would have lived on 1 HP, and this nade would have gone off, and I would have been able to kill PO in a single bullet. Had PO not hit that shot between the bullet, I actually think I could have killed him. The shot in between the crates. He like hit me like through the corner there. It was an insane shot.
Sick bird. Fuck. Nice try, dude.
Nice try. Try not to blow.
Don't run each other over here. Don't run each other over here. There's a guy here.
Fight him.
We have to kill him. We have to kill him.
But they realize it's only one person. They want that. James is gonna knock onto one of them. It's gonna be Tingleton.
He's 1 HP inside.
Nice try, boys. Nice try.
James put his buggy in front of the door. I don't think it was intentional, but he was acting like it was.
Just play the game. Just play the fucking game, dude.
We're gonna get 8 points if we play the fucking game.
It's hard to sit there and look at your screen for an hour and then have a 10-minute break and then die again straight away. And then the first time you actually shoot your gun after like an hour and a half of not playing the game, you just whiff or something, you know what I mean? It's difficult to stay informed.
Another nade coming in on the right side, Tig.
I knocked him behind, shot on yellow. He knocked behind it.
Come with me, Swimsy. Come with me. We're gonna go outside right now.
I'm here. We can go
He's
right.
already resin.
That's fine. So
I'm
I'm
flashing.
gonna come mid. I'm nading behind, shot yours.
There's a Bronco.
Pull down, my nades are left side.
I'm popping a first aid
He's
right
on
now.
the
Dude, that Bronco through the corner of the smoke literally looked like a player.
Trimsy out. Win did get Tamin re-knocked. Spio trying to gain a little bit more information.
I'm nading behind your shotgun.
Yeah, they're all 3 on the set.
Armatini shuts it down.
I was so lost because I thought that they were flanking this left ridge. I didn't think that they were 4 in the shanties still. So when I came through here and there's like 3 of them on the back of this shed and PO's in the other shack, I was like, hold up.
Love the idea behind
Caught myself guard. Caught myself guard. Don't stop playing this place every
Spray is gonna come out, but Pio is gonna finish this one off, and now it's gonna be
Straight
Petrichor
tape.
Rhodes.
Take me back to you.
It was just.
That's how you know.
With that information, H1 is seeing it. Maybe he gets somewhere out of it. Spray is gonna come out, but Pio.
I swear, this is how you know we're playing like shit, is if every single person on the team's heart rate is like less than 100 in a 4v4.
Hey, we gotta reset. We gotta play as good as we can next 3 games, all right? Best effort, okay? Best effort. Hey, it doesn't fucking matter.
At
play our best.
least learn how to win. That way we can win tomorrow.
I agree with that.
We're like literally 70 points down with 3 games left. I'm like, it's mathematically impossible.
Round is causing so many problems. Pio, though, trying to hold up the line against the Singleton. Austin team trying to run in. DG98
Dude,
gets
Wooly is a
home.
f***ing
Sonics makes some type of retaliation into this one. DG98 steps up, goes for the spray. He's going to go down. It is just the last res member from them, and they're going to go out, and now Sonic's going to get eliminated as well. Seemingly may have given themselves just enough space to find the win. They're going to be driving right through the territory of our 3 solos.
But I wanted to watch this back
Takes
actually.
the shots to open it up. He takes some damage as well.
Like, I get a headshot right now. How the f does he hit that?
Desync.
You say H1, desync.
Wait, there was a guy on me, bro. Literally a guy
And then
on me.
Smash kills a card, and then a different TE guy kills him.
Right now is in bottom 16 with us.
No, Hume.
And Tropic was the last. Before that was the last regionals. Both times.
So what does that tell us?
That PUBG's not a 5 versus 5, and there's a lot of factors in preparations. The one thing that we can get.
It's not
better at.
RNG. I'm so sick of that. It's not RNG, bro.
No, I'm just saying it's not a 5 versus 5 game. That's all.
It's 4v4.
It's 4 versus 60.
Basil says it's 4 vs 4.
Back, his bait.
Run back.
Already.
Oh, wait, look.
Need a frag him.
You guys on the shut on orange now.
Look, yeah, I don't remember
yeah,
that game.
You guys shut on orange, okay? They're running away. These
No,
guys
I'm not
compound are
Sigma.
running away right now, guys.
Okay, New Happy is.
New Happy's gonna go right together. I think they're gonna go all right.
Yeah, get ready to nade right.
They can't go left. They have to go right.
I don't know how New Happy crossed the street here. New Happy was literally so 2 of them drove, right? But there's still 2 guys there, or a guy there. Yeah, we knocked one. We actually killed one on New Happy, and then he just vanishes. He just runs south or something, and Tyloo pushes us, but we didn't.
All I picked was Tyloo. If you guys.
Tyler nade.
Tyloo just runs up and peeks into us, and New Happy is just. This guy literally run across the street on our south.
Nice try, bro. I guess
it was so weird.
Just run away. We don't have to crash them. No,
Oh, this one. This game, we trolled. I was really tilted because we had so much east control. We could have pushed them from the east as well. Like, we could have had a guy literally on the hill. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but like just straight, like 100 meters east of FaZe, right? That guy doesn't even have to peek. And he would have made the fight way more winnable. Because all he has to do is throw a smoke up there, and all of a sudden FaZe is thinking, if I play outside, I'm going to get shot on the side from the hill. They play inside, right? And you can throw nades behind their shacks. It would have been like a really good play. But H1 was our east anchor. It was me. I was the furthest guy east, and then it was H1, and then Shrimsy and mine were working from the north, right? We had all the angles. And then we were like talking about how to fight it. And I got called to group on them. And then H1's spot was shit, so he kind of lined up with us as well. Like, somehow we all ended up consolidating and then pushing from the same angle. And then we pushed out of time. Like, Mime drove up 75 meters ahead of the rest of the team, and then we're trying to catch up to him, and he's taking a 1v4, and we haven't thrown any grenades at their shacks. We have no angles, and we pinched ourselves between Severny. Severny's shooting us in the back. That's why Mime's ahead of us, is because we're late, because we got tagged by Severny. It's like...
Wrap left. I think one of you wraps left.
It's literally... And then Mime's like, one of you wraps left, which is the right call. One of us should have been on this tree with a car and a smoke, just nading behind the shack. It's free. Like, we had so many angles. Our like the way we took team fights in this tournament was so scuffed. It was really frustrating.
One of them's in the blue shack on the left. Really
One's right side.
Like, you can't, like, people will look at this and they'll be like, oh, what's Mime doing? Mime's trolling here. But, like, he's not. Like, we're just on different pages. Like, had we had a guy on the east, this is a great play, etc. But instead, he's in a 1v4. He was literally in a 1v4.
Shed.
Go to the tree. I'm gonna nade behind the outside.
And then I pull up on this tree, Shrimsy's in this one, and I'm in nade range. H1's trying to peek. H has a K9. None of us have the angle. Like, they're all just playing, like, literally Gustav and H are playing outside in the wide open to anywhere on this whole ridge up here.
Left side.
One's pinned behind the Dazia. He's pinned behind Black Dazia.
I'm healing.
It's the same Mime's getting time for us there, technically, as just kind of low IQ, because, like, I mean, he's dead. Because the rest of us weren't ready to fight the way we should have been. He's buying time for us to get in our cars, pull up to this tree, and then do what? I can't drive into them and crash them unless I drive from his angle. It's just, like, awkward, you know what I mean? It was terrible. Honestly surprised FaZe didn't kill him soon. It's same, yeah.
There's literally
outside, okay.
2 guys outside the shed.
One guy inside as well.
Got a bolt.
It's the 80 has a K9. But, like, this game, like, we literally should have won, because we had 3 circles to fight FaZe as well.
Can he keep holding on? This is an absolute miracle so far from H1. 22 right on the other edge of this hill.
2 different teams he's trying to hold back right now, and they have got to reset, move away. They do not even know what's going on. It's got to be near
over that hill because they don't want to take any damage, trying to flush him out. And now we see tons of damage being to Tian, but now finally this field position pays its toll.
H1, he put up a heroic attempt, but he is going to go out. Sonic's run now completed.
GG.
How would you compare?
I don't want to watch this shit.
Now that we've gamed.
I do not want to watch the end of this, bro.
When it comes to an international, a lot of the time, it just depends how obviously the groups are. 17 had their own group for Pachinki Picado, whereas us and SGD were sharing a group. So I think in hindsight, it would have been better to leave and try to just get into winners bracket from somewhere else from the get-go.
I do think we should have stayed. I was willing to throw the whole tournament just to get Pachinki Picado for future events.
Same.
And I do think SGD would have came with us the whole tournament no matter what. But I think after this tournament, teams are going to change around. I think there'll be roster changes, not for us necessarily, but for SGD or 17, stuff like that, people are going to be leaving.
Yeah, leaving was definitely the smarter idea. Or we continue to hot drop And even if we had won a couple of those hot drops, say we won majority of those hot drops, you're still rotating into the circle late. Hot drop, I mean, we didn't even learn that the first year when we hot dropped, that's exactly what happened first game. We had a second team come in and third party us. We had the same thing happen while we were hot dropping SGD. And
Yeah, Halsey?
And Erangel. Erangel, I think it was the second
Dude,
game.
Thailand
actually.
looks fucking nice, man.
Like, after PGC Korea, we talked about it and we were like, damn, we should have just hot dropped the entire group stage. That was really like our first takeaway. That was like the first thing we spoke about. And coming into this PGC, we were like, okay, like let's actually hot drop the entire group stage. And then after day one, we were talking about leaving, and I'm like, this is literally the exact same as last year. Like we are doing the exact same thing we did last year, and we all spoke about
So
how we
tilted.
regretted it the first time.
Next year.
So tilted.
Zero documents at all. Preparation out of every spot.
Hey,
We need to be hungry again.
Yeah, exactly, Halsey.
I'm telling you, when we
Trust
went
me,
to
if this
PGIS,
isn't motivating,
Trust me, I was starving.
bro, like going into PGIS, dude, you guys were so like, we're fucking hungry as fuck.
Nah,
We
I
gotta
was-
earn this
my
shit.
brother
We're fucking dogs.
I think the problem is that we were arrogant to come to this event and think that we weren't going to leave. If we were going to leave, or if we had any intention of leaving, we should have just left in the first place and practiced out of other spots. The fact we came here and then tried to cram in 6 months worth of VOD review into 2 days to go and learn how to drop out of different spots, it's kind of just embarrassing.
Is your mister from Thailand, Nedrick? Oh, that's loud. There it is.